Our starting point is here. This is Kellen Winslow II's home on Lake Drive in Encinitas, California. What we're going to do is sort of retrace what Jane Doe 1 says happened to her on March 17th, 2018, when she says she was hitchhiking and Kellen Winslow picked her up. She says she was hitchhiking on Santa Fe Drive, on the 1200 block of Santa Fe Drive. And to give you a sense of how close that is to Kellen Winslow's home, we are now on Santa Fe Drive, and this is the 1200 block. As you can see, Santa Fe Drive in this area is fairly busy. It's a residential neighborhood, but there are some cars coming by almost on a constant basis. Jane Doe number 1 says this is where Winslow picked her up when she was hitchhiking. She wanted to go west towards the ocean to Vulcan Drive, but she says that she never got there. As we retrace the steps that Jane Doe number 1 says they took that afternoon, what's very evident is how close everything is from Winslow's house to here on Santa Fe. We are almost up to the Vaughns where she alleges she was attacked. When you're in the courtroom, you're looking at maps, it just feels like it should be a greater distance, even though they're saying how far it is. But when you're out here and you're actually driving it, you see how actually close everything is from Winslow's house to where she was picked up, to the Vaughns, and to where she ultimately wanted to go, Vulcan, close to the Pacific Ocean. This right here in this area, as we start to approach the 5 freeway, is about a block away from where ultimately Winslow allegedly assaulted Jane Doe number 1. And we're only really three-quarters of a mile away from Winslow's house. So now we're in the back of the Vaughn's parking lot, and this is the area that Jane Doe number 1 says that Winslow brought her to assault her. She says that they came up to this fence area and that at one point he climbed over the fence. This is the ice plant she talked about in court. But she says that at one point Kellen Winslow was on that side of this fence, she was on this side of this fence, and he, according to her, had his pants off, or maybe even all of his clothes off, according to her story. The question that the defense has is, why didn't, at this point, she run for help? Well, let's see how long it would have taken her to run for help. I have a stopwatch here. This is the Sushi Lounge. It's right next to this fence area, and just walking, I'm not running, I'm not moving at a pace very fast at all, just walking at a normal pace, I can get to the front door of this restaurant, which was open at the time of the incident, in less than 20 seconds.